What is up, everybody? My name is Justin, aka your favorite YouTube pressure washer, aka Mr. Hustle Hard, aka Mr. Get That Money, aka Mr. Hustle Hard and Get That Money. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a pressure washing job that I completed today, and I'm going to be going over the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. And yeah, this one, there was a lot of drama in it. I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I had to edit this one on the laptop, and I'm at my mom's. I got my computer at my house. It's far away. There's a lot of details that don't really need to be discussed, but there was a pressure washing job done today, and I'm about to go over everything that happened. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. As you guys can see, currently I am working on the perimeter. I like to do the perimeter first because if there's anything, like the grass was cut before I came here, so there's grass, there's like remnants of the flower bedding all over the concrete. So I like to do the perimeter, and I like to spray off everything as well on the concrete, just so that make sure that I'm working with a clean surface beforehand. Somebody put a tool on one of my videos. They commented a tool that you could use that would basically, it's on wheels and basically would protect the dirt from, you know, shooting up. But I went and looked it up, and I think the tool was like $80, so I did not end up buying it. Now here's a crucial part in today's video. So as you guys can see, I'm messing around with the surface cleaner here. So I think I jinxed myself. The last video that I did with the surface cleaner, I was reviewing it. I was saying how good it was, how I hadn't had any problems with it, how I'd done so many jobs with it so far. And sure enough, when I went to power it up today, all kind of issues. I couldn't get the spindle to spin. I had rocks in between, like on the little, where the water shoots out, there was like rocks in there. I had to unjam that. I thought it was an issue with it being lubricated, so I went and got the lubrication gun. I lubricated it. Nothing was working. Could not get the spindle to spin, so I'm gonna have to bring it back to the pressure washing store that I got it from and see if it's still under warranty by chance. So I had this little Myers and Briggs surface cleaner. I went ahead and broke that out. I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and knock this out with the old surface cleaner that I had. But as I'm surface cleaning, I was getting so annoyed because the surface cleaner kept jumping up. I guess the pressure was too high for it. It was so small. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do this entire driveway with just the wand. I used to do all my jobs with just the wand, and I was like, for the people out there who can't afford a quality surface cleaner, maybe they have to do the ones with Lowe's, maybe they break, I don't know. But if you can't afford the surface cleaner, I was like, let me do this video for those people out there just wanting to hustle and can't afford the good equipment, because I was there. The first time I did this job, I'm gonna get into how I got this job. It's actually a repeat customer, but the first time I did this job, I did the exact same thing. I did the whole entire driveway with the wand. I used to do all my jobs with just the wand because that was all I had. And that's more so what this channel is about, is making the most out of what you have. So let me go ahead and give me a thumbs up on the video if you're still watching this far, just because I did this entire job with just the wand. But I wanted to do it not only for myself, but just to encourage people that if all you have is a wand, if you don't have fancy surface cleaners, you too can complete jobs and get it done. And I still did this job in like 2.5 hours without a surface cleaner. I mean, this job would have been done easily in an hour with the surface cleaner, but you got to do what you got to do, and in this case I didn't really have anything that was suitable for what I needed, so we just went ahead and did the entire driveway with the wand. So give me a thumbs up for that. Let's get it. So as you guys can see here, I'm just working my way around. One thing I like to do is especially when I was doing all these jobs with the wand, I like to start and I like to go backwards with it. Right here I'm kind of going forwards with it a little bit. I'm changing up. I like to make sure I hit the cracks as well. I like to keep a consistent, like either going forward or backwards, but on this one I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit. But as you can see here, I'm going backwards with it. If I notice any lines, some people might comment and say, oh, you know, when you do it with like that, you're gonna leave a bunch of lines in the concrete. If I notice any lines, trust me, I go over this concrete like a fine tooth comb. I cover this concrete multiple times to make sure there's no lines in it. If I do see a line, I'll hit it in the opposite direction. So if the lines are like this, I hit it like this. If the lines are like this, I hit it like this. You know what I mean? I make sure that there's no lines on this concrete, because trust me, I want to do a good job for my customers. There's no half-assery in this. And that might be the word of the day, half-assery. spell it as you will. But if you're still watching this far in the video, go ahead and comment half-assery for me today, for me right now if you could. So as you guys can see, I'm just working through this right now. I mean, dude, it was so hot today. It has been so hot here. As you can see, I got the cool rag around the neck. You know what I mean? I'm staying hydrated with the good fluids. You guys can see my cooler off to the side. So you know, I didn't used to really pay attention to being hydrated, but it's just something that I've come accustomed to really focusing on. The last thing you want to do is get a heat stroke out here. So I make sure I got the cool towels in there. I get the ice. I load it up in the ice chest, and it's just a good deal all together. So as you guys can see on the video, this is a $150 job. It's just a small driveway. Like I said, I would have been able to knock out this job in like an hour if I would have had my service cleaner, but instead it took me about 2.5 just using the wand. But that just goes to show you, even if you pick up a job just like this and you do a $150 driveway job with just the wand for about 2.5 hours, I mean, dude, that's over $50 an hour. Go to McDonald's, go work anywhere else. You're not gonna make anything close to $50 an hour. So that's just more incentive for you guys to get out there and hustle with it. So the way that I got this job was I was passing out flyers. I was actually working on a video, how many jobs can I get with 500 flyers. This was one of the jobs that came back. It happened I've already done this job before, and I passed out the flyer. And the funny thing is if you pass out flyers once and you get a job, the likelihood when you pass them out again, especially if it's like a year and a half later, you're gonna get the job again. Now, I'm gonna do a video on this separately, but when you're building your books, this is something that I did not do. And if you were trying to get into the pressure washing business, do this, please. When you do a job, like I did this job today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in my calendar, and a year from now, I'm gonna put this lady's name, her address, and her phone number, and I'm gonna say, text this lady and mention you did her driveway. So in a year from now, I'll get an alert on my phone. It'll say, hey Justin, you did so-and-so's driveway on this date, and maybe I'll even put the amount of money I did it for. And I can text her and I say, hey Miss so-and-so, you know, hey Miss Jamie, for instance, whatever, Miss Sally, whatever you want to call her. Hey Miss Sally, I did your driveway last year around this time for $150. If you're still interested, or you know, you can phrase this however you want. I'm doing this on the spot, so it's a little bit more difficult. Hey Miss Sally, I did your driveway about a year ago. You know, I usually keep up with my clients on a yearly basis. If you'd like for me to come out and, you know, touch it up, I can do it for $150, just as I did last time. That's the perfect way to do it, because a lot of these customers, they want like yearly. Once a year they like to do the driveway, once a year they like to do the house. So program it in your phone. Once you complete the job, hit them up a year later and just say, hey, remember I did your driveway 1 year ago. I was wondering if you'd be interested in me coming by and freshen it up for the same price I did last year. All you got to do is super easy, super simple. This way you build your books over the entire year. I've had to I've done jobs, and then I've had to find new jobs, and it's not necessary. If you build your books over the course of time, then like imagine if you did it for a whole year, you just built your books, and then you just add into it, you just supplement it. But it's just an easier way to go about it. So each time you do a job, set a notification for a year in advance, and have your calendar notify you to get in touch with whoever you did the job for. Super simple, super easy, and it's a good tip to prolong your business. So like I said, I got the job from a flyer. Took me about 2.5 hours. All wand, no excuses. If all you have is the wand, get out there, hustle hard, and get that money. This is almost gonna wrap it up. If you guys would like to support the channel, use my Amazon links down in the description. I have all the pressure washing stuff, everything you need. If you click through those links and you buy something within 24 hours, I will get a small commission of it. I will really appreciate you for doing something like that. Also, I have a Patreon if you guys would like to support that. Link in the comment section and the description. But my name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave me something down in the comment section. You know I need it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.